Welcome to the University of Nicosia Medical School's joint graduation ceremony for 2020 and 2021. We are now ready to start. We begin with the entrance of the 2020 graduates and the 2021 graduands who will enter the stage from the back of the courtyard. And now, please welcome the academic procession.
Please be seated. Honorable Minister of Health, distinguished guests, colleagues, a warm welcome to the 2020 and 2021 joint graduation ceremony of the University of Nicosia Medical School. I wish to recognize and welcome the family and friends of the graduates who have traveled from abroad to be with us this evening, and all those who are watching this ceremony through the internet. This is an important day for our graduates, their families, the school, our affiliated partner hospitals, and our academic partners in Cyprus and abroad. Graduates, today signifies an important transition in your lives as qualified doctors and scientists. Together we celebrate your success and your transition from your academic studies to professional service. Your graduation marks the commencement of an exciting career in delivering competent and compassionate care, in undertaking research, and in finding new methods to extend and improve the lives of patients around the world. Today, we also celebrate the completion of another successful year in the life of your medical school. Our careers office has been monitoring the success of our graduates, and out of 483 graduates who have completed their MBBS or MD degree by 2020, 480 or 99.4% are employed at world-class medical centers such as the Sheba Medical Center in Tel Aviv, the Mayo Clinic in Rochester, Minnesota, Massachusetts General and Boston Children's Hospital, Mount Sinai in New York, Thomas Jefferson in Philadelphia, Toronto, Oxford, Cambridge, King's, just to name a few. Our graduates are licensed, among other countries, in Israel, Lebanon, Greece, in over 20 US states, in Australia and New Zealand, in all the provinces of Canada, and are working at over 100 medical centers in the United Kingdom. We look forward to hearing of your achievements and to adding your successes to the strong record of our alumni. This year has marked the launch of our new master's degree in Health Services Administration, offered via distance learning by the Department of Primary Care and Population Health. In addition, we continue to offer our Master in Family Medicine and Master in Public Health as the COVID-19 pandemic emphasized the importance of investing in the healthcare professionals and strengthen our determination to continue to train competent family doctors and public health practitioners. Above all, during this challenging period, our faculty of the Department of Primary Care and Population Health participated actively in the country's public health interventions from the control of COVID-19 and offer a range of community outreach activities. In the field of research, our faculty are making a significant impact with an increasing strong publication record in peer-reviewed high-impact journals. Today, they serve as editors in prestigious journals and participate in Erasmus mobility visits and international conferences. Our faculty have also been successful in securing research grants and joining cost actions. Through its research strategy, the medical school espouses the holistic concept of One Health, which emphasizes the relationship between the health of humans and animals within a healthy, sustainable environment, and promotes the conduct of clinical, epidemiological, basic science, and social science research. The school is actively encouraging multidisciplinary research and supporting faculty to increase their research output. One such initiative has been the development of the Medical School Research Fund, which provides seed funding for research on a competitive basis. Our faculty have also made significant contributions in our efforts to combat the COVID-19 pandemic through the implementation of new research projects resulting in important publications. The medical school has developed and is leading an international initiative aimed at investigating overall and cost-specific mortality and morbidity resulting from the COVID-19 pandemic. The CIMOR project is a consortium consisting of 58 partner institutions from 52 different countries. The medical school maintains an unparalleled record in outreach work in the community. The mobile clinic has visited several rural and urban areas of the country, enabling our medical students to offer free diagnostic tests and to educate the public with the support and supervision of our clinical faculty. These have included electrocardiograms, orthopedic examinations, ophthalmological tests, and cervical cancer screenings. Furthermore, 89 medical students have volunteered and are helping the Ministry of Health with handling the COVID-19 pandemic. As Cyprus implemented in 2019 the national health system under the leadership of the Minister of Health, the medical school has added its contribution by developing and operating a state-of-the-art university primary care center. This center also serves as a clinical arm of the Department of Primary Care and Population Health. It provides medical care to the university and local community. It conducts clinical research and provides general practice teaching to the MD and the MBBS programs. It also participates in the training of residents in general practice in partnership with the Ministry of Health. The need to support the national vaccination program, so our medical center and our faculty member volunteer to vaccinate people who had no access to the vaccination portal during their free time and on weekends. At least 1,000 people have been vaccinated so far through this initiative. Our medical school is at the forefront of academic achievement, scientific inquiry, and community engagement for the benefit of our students, faculty, and our country. Graduates, on behalf of the faculty and staff, our warm congratulations to you on your achievement, and to your family and friends who have supported you through the many challenges of being a student. And we wish you well for the future. Thank you. Due to travel restrictions in the UK related to the COVID pandemic, Professor Jenny Hyam, Principal of St. George's University of London, could not be physically with us this evening. She has, however, videotaped her address to the graduates.
Hello, everybody. I'm so sorry I can't be with you tonight. I have to say that the description that Andreas made of the amphitheatre and the sun was so utterly tempting. But as all of you are aware, we're living in the most extraordinary times, and coronavirus is preventing travel between countries, and hence why I'm meant to be thrilled to be in Tooting today. I'm sure it's had an impact on you as well. For a start, so there are some of you that couldn't graduate last year. And in addition, a number of your family and friends, and indeed fellow students, perhaps aren't with you today. But none of that detracts from what should be the most extraordinary experience and celebration of all of your achievements. It is, of course, a most unusual time to have completed your studies. And if you started practice, I'm sure there have been many implications that have come across your path. But celebrate we will. One of the aspects that I love about this event is talking to you all individually and actually seeing you squirm with embarrassment when your family and friends and supporters come up and say just how proud they are of you, and very rightly so. It is an enormous thing of pride and a huge achievement that you have graduated with your medical degrees. And of course, for many of you, this probably isn't your first graduation ceremony, because you all succeeded in your first degree. I'm always interested to see what will happen next to you. There will be a range of amazing careers. The background theme to this, however, is a groundswell of worldwide support for doctors and healthcare professionals. I have never known the profession held in such high esteem. How you as individuals will contribute to that will vary greatly. Some of you are already on the front line. Others have done amazing things in terms of volunteering or other contributions. But your biggest contribution is that qualification as a doctor and the years that are to follow. I'm pleased that career choices such as public health or those around infection have received the prominence they deserve in recent months. Perhaps that doesn't float your boat at all, but I can assure you there'll be plenty of work and activity around clearing backlogs that have arisen through waiting lists secondary to the pandemic. So to you as individuals, enjoy this time. As you work, my tip is to give very generously to the team in which you're working. You rely on every member of that team, and the more you invest within it, the more positivity and reward you'll get in return. Please stay in touch with each other and support each other. I have found great help and interest, laughter, and all sorts of sustaining activity has come from the people who graduated alongside me and understood the journeys that we're on together. There will be bumps in the road, the occasional mistakes. That is inevitable. The only way never to make a mistake is never to do anything. But these are huge learning experiences. And again, learning from this about what doesn't go well is one of the things that's really going to help you. It's said, in fact, that many people's careers are determined not by choosing what they have a passion for, but also by a process of elimination about the things that really they don't think that they're very good at all. For those of you that are junior doctors, I hope you're enjoying the title. And for those of you that are about to enter practice, what a relief not to be just the student anymore. That is a great moment, and one that I remember very clearly from when I was at your similar stage. So repay the enormous faith that the public has in you. Have enormous pride that what you do really, really matters. How you as an individual will do it will vary, but whatever you do, find joy. Joy, pleasure, job satisfaction are enormously important. And because of the diversity of what is available to you now, you will be able to find something that does it for you. Thank you very much for listening, and I so hope you enjoy the rest of the evening.
Honorable Minister of Health, Mr. Konstantinos Ioannou, Distinguished President of the University of South Carolina, Professor Haris Pastidis, Distinguished Professor Paul Kimisis, distinguished guests, colleagues, graduates of 2020 and 2021, family and friends of our graduates. Welcome to tonight's graduation ceremony. This is indeed a special event taking place during extraordinary times. The Executive Dean of the Medical School has already compellingly outlined the school's success in serving the knowledge square: teaching and learning, research, innovation, entrepreneurship, and contribution to society. We are proud that the school excels in these essential pillars of a modern university and sets the highest educational standards in line with our enduring commitment to excellence in education. The university's recent international success and honor of being ranked among the top 1,000 universities in the world by the Times Higher Education World University Rankings 2021 is a testament to our international recognition and a new, exciting milestone in the history of our university. Our university is furthermore ranked by Times Higher Education among the top 250 universities in the European Union and among the top 251 to 300 young universities in the world. I take this opportunity to express my sincere thanks and gratitude to all of you. Faculty members, administrative staff, graduates, alumni, and students have all played a critical part in achieving this success and ensuring our continued international recognition. Dear graduates, on behalf of the academic community of the University of Nicosia, I would like to warmly congratulate you for realizing your goals and fulfilling your lifelong dream of becoming doctors. We are all exceptionally proud of you. Thank you for being here with us tonight, and more so, for being part of our lives these past few years as active learners, co-creators of knowledge, and active members of our society. Some years ago, we embarked together on a long and wonderful journey of discovery and learning, a journey that we celebrate here tonight, reflecting on our joint scholarly route and the myriad of memories it has brought. Memories that I'm sure at this moment overflow your mind and bring, I hope, that broad smile to your face, coupled with a sense of fulfillment, happiness, and pride. Today's graduation marks the end of this particular journey, an important milestone in your life. I hope that you will always treasure this journey and that you continue embracing the values and principles that infuse our university. The academic award bestowed on you is an endorsement of your intellectual capabilities and a reward for your hard work and dedication during your studies at the medical school. The knowledge, skills, and competences you have gained along the way and the qualifications you have earned provide you with a solid basis for succeeding in your chosen vocation and for pursuing further studies. During the last year and a half, you have joined forces with our academic community in fighting at the front line against the spread of COVID-19. Despite the challenges and obstacles this altered reality has brought, you have excelled in your studies and distinguished yourselves in offering medical services to your fellow citizens. Thank you for your contribution to the world and for the impact you have made on our society and humanity at large. We are indeed forever grateful. I take this chance to particularly thank the Executive Dean and the faculty and staff of the medical school, who have in so many ways contributed to what we all hope is the imminent end of the pandemic. We also convey our sincere thanks and appreciation to the Minister of Health, honoring us tonight with his presence, who has successfully led his ministry and all related stakeholders in this extraordinary fight against COVID-19. Dear graduates, tonight you are joining our ever-growing alumni family. The award bestowed on you ties you to the university, to your fellow graduates, and to all other members of the university community. I would like to warmly welcome you to this extended family and encourage you to be an active member. Do keep in touch, continue to share with us your thoughts and ideas, and let us know of your professional endeavors and success. I have no doubt that you continue being the very best ambassadors for our university. From our side, we renew our promise to be here for you and to work together to meet your future intellectual queries, to fuel your new aspirations, and to continue playing a part in shaping your careers. The pandemic brought us face to face with many existential, philosophical, moral, scientific, professional, and social questions and dilemmas. And while our principles and values continue to be tested, we, as a society, individuals, are called on to emerge from the crisis wiser, stronger, but above all, better. We have all, as never before, appreciated the beauty of the simple moments and joys of life, including time spent with our family, friends, and colleagues. We have perhaps come to realize how insignificant many, or even too many, material goods are, while appreciating how important knowledge, education, culture, service to society, travel and getting to experience other cultures, and of course, our health and well-being is. To this end, I believe that we have all appreciated to a higher degree the importance of our planet and our duty towards its sustainability. Let us therefore commit ourselves to working with our resolve towards achieving the 17 Sustainable Development Goals of the United Nations 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. Let us play our part in transforming our world into a better, more inclusive, and peaceful place, which no longer tolerates inequality and injustice, which strives to achieve zero hunger and eliminate poverty, which promotes good health and well-being for all. Undeniably, you as practitioner doctors have a key role to play in this. Let me extend once more my warmest congratulations. Thank you for this wonderful shared journey of discovery and learning. Thank you for joining our alumni family. Thank you. I would like now to kindly call on stage the Honorable Minister of Health for his address. Following his address, the Minister will have to depart due to another commitment. Mr. Minister, thank you for honoring us tonight. The floor is yours.
Rector, University of Nicosia, Professor Philippos Poulioutas, Executive Dean of the Medical School, dear friend, Professor Andreas Haralambous, dear students, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me a great honor to attend this special day for all students of the Medical School of the University of Nicosia. Today marks a landmark for your future. You have so far achieved a lot, and it is now the time to use the wisdom and the newfound knowledge you gained through your academic years. Since its establishment in 2011, the University of Nicosia Medical School has evolved to an internationally recognized school which attracts students from many parts of the world, providing them with means to excel and serve their profession. In these unprecedented times caused by the pandemic, the University of Nicosia, being flexible in adjusting its education methods, armed its students with all the means so as to complete their studies and pave the way for them to write their own story in the years to come. Taking this opportunity, allow me to express the state's gratitude to the University of Nicosia Medical School for its contribution over the last 15 months in the government's efforts to address the impacts of the pandemic. The university's primary care center was turned into a vaccination center the last couple of months, while professors and students of the medical school have been volunteering in the State Fair Vaccination Center. This is yet another proof of the importance of the collaboration of the academic institutions and the state in times of crisis. The pandemic of coronavirus has taught us all the value of medicine and science. The expertise of the healthcare professionals and thus the high-level quality of the services provided through our health system places Cyprus amongst the first countries in the EU and worldwide as regards the successful handling of the pandemic. Dear students, so far you have gained knowledge, you have gained your academic knowledge in medicine. But in order to progress, you need to continuously collaborate, cooperate, keep yourself in the learning process and share knowledge and expertise. Adapt yourself to the real life. Be open-minded and do not follow only the rules and models you have learned in class. Enjoy your journey and make it flexible. Think through problems and defend your decisions. You are armed with knowledge to serve people, care for people, prevent and treat disease, but also to fight injustice and poverty, ensuring health for all citizens, regardless of ethnicity, gender, identity, and financial status. Be courageous, be brave, have empathy, respect yourself, but also respect the patients and save human lives. People count on your knowledge and experience for their most important value, their health. You are the future of medicine. You have chosen to put yourselves on the front line of some of the most important battlegrounds as it proved to be over the pandemic. Learn from your mistakes and be a doctor that patients love and respect. Congratulations for your success and welcome to the real world of service. Be the change you want to see in the world, in the health profession, in healthcare. You have a bright future ahead and you can make the difference. Congratulations and all the best in your careers.
Distinguished guests, dear colleagues, dear graduates. Upon the recommendation of the faculty, the Senate of the University of Nicosia conferred the degree of Doctor of Science Medicine, honoris causa, to Pavlos Kimisis in recognition of his outstanding contribution to medicine, education, and patient care. Throughout his clinical and academic career, Professor Kimisis has been honored a number of times for his services and outstanding contribution to the field of psychiatry, as well as to other related sciences. In particular, in 1990, he received the Distinguished Faculty Award from the Department of Psychiatry in Mount Sinai School of Medicine. In 2011, he was honored as Colleague of the Year by the Hellenic Medical Society of New York, and he also received the Delphic Prize by the Hellenic Society for Advancement of Psychiatry and Related Sciences. Professor Kimisis holds the title of the Honorary President of the Cyprus Psychiatric Association. Professor Kimisis has made great efforts in supporting the establishment of the University of Nicosia Medical School, the first medical school founded in Cyprus in 2011. During the period 2011-15, he served as a professor of psychiatry and honorary dean of the medical school, and he is the founding chairman of psychiatry at the University of Nicosia Medical School, where he served until June 2019. The honorary doctorate to be awarded to Professor Kimisis today celebrates his distinguished career in psychiatric care, teaching and research, and his efforts in helping to establish a successful medical school in Cyprus. We wish to honor Professor Kimisis for all his achievements on behalf of the medical school by awarding him the degree of Doctor of Science Medicine honoris causa. Rector, I request that by the authority of Senate, you admit Pavlos Kimisis to the degree of Doctor of Science Medicine honoris causa. I now would like to call on stage Dr. Nicolaou for the presentation of the awards of the Bachelor of Science in Biomedical Sciences and Doctor of Medicine.
Honored guests, colleagues, it is my great pleasure and honor to introduce the 2020 graduates and the 2021 graduating classes of the Bachelor of Science in Biomedical Sciences and of the Doctor of Medicine programs. Graduates, congratulations on reaching this important milestone. This is a clear testament to your dedication, hard work, and determination. We're very proud of you, and you should truly be proud of yourselves. It is wonderful to celebrate your achievement with you, your families, and friends. Today is as much for them as it is for you. On behalf of the University of Nicosia Medical School, I first present the following 2021 candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Biomedical Sciences. Yasmin Albagal. Ibrahim Al-Husseini. Panayotis Antoniou. Kyriaki Athanasiou. Artemi Christodoulou. Βασιλική Χρήστου. Aileen Derlagen. Omar Eid. Rasha Eid. Μάρκος Γεωργιάδης. Γεωργία Ιωάννου. Χαράλαμπος Κακουρή. Yusuf Kordi. Κωνσταντίνος Κοσένας. Κωνσταντίνος Μάικολ. Σοκράτης Νικόπουλος. Χρυσοβαλάντη Οικονομίδη. Παντελίνα Παπαπέτρου. Μάριος Πιερής. Jude Rawasente. Θεοδόρα Στήλιου. Αμίν Ταβακόλη. Manisha Kalpani Werakondhi Arantxilanke. Lamas Zenedine. This concludes the presentation of the Bachelor of Science in Biomedical Sciences degree. And now I would like to introduce the doctors who graduated in 2020 with the Doctor of Medicine degree. Ioannis Charalambous. Ioannis Φίβος Κουλαΐδης. Αθηνά Μιχαηλίδης. Νικόλας Κύπρος Πόπα. Γκάραφ Μπιτισέτη. This concludes the presentation of the 2020 graduates. We now proceed with the presentation of the 2021 graduates of the Doctor of Medicine degree. Helmi Abdalbari. Catherine Alexander. Christos Stergios Baktenzis. Nada Eldrakouri. Bisma Hussein. Monica Preet Kaur. Alifia Najefi. Jacob Enel. Blessing Okundipe. Ifindayo Vivian Ojo. Nikhil Patel. Anastasia Perikli. Alexandra Cristina Popa. Cristina Maria Prodromo. Shop Ragnardóttir. Dionysios Tsoukalas. Rohit Vijamuri. Ilias Vourlidis. This concludes the presentation of the 2021 graduates of the Doctor of Medicine degree. I would like now to call on stage Professor Ioannidis for the presentation of the MBBS and PG Cert candidates.
honored guests, colleagues. It is an honor and a privilege to introduce the graduates of 2020 and the graduating class of 2021. Doctors, graduates, congratulations on your achievement. This is a very proud moment for you and your families. It is just reward for years of hard work and commitment and a unique academic and professional milestone. On behalf of the University of Nicosia Medical School, I present the following doctors from the 2020 class for the degrees of Bachelor of Medicine and Bachelor of Surgery of St. George's Hospital Medical School, a constituent college of the University of London. Gabriela Freixo Lima. Rachel Deutsch. Gida Owaida. Violetta Yamin. This concludes the presentation of the 2020 graduates. We now proceed with the presentation of the 2021 graduates for the degrees of Bachelor of Medicine and Bachelor of Surgery of St. George's University of London. Dvora Amselem. Nina Aviv. Tima Fahim Bata. Shai Dror. Edward Emily. Jonathan Friedland. David Goldstein. Zara Hashem. Joel Hacko. Danielle Hanna. Hadas Hodadov. Sam Monroe Janian. Mark Cowley. Tal Majar. Eitan Shlomo Mamrud. Mohammed Marar. Jainita Amaru. Mehran Modasa. Avital Mushailov. Franco Foesi. Asaf Oppenheimer. Sasha Saba. Yaniv Stoleru. Nicolas Veruos. Rami Yamin. Jonathan Zahori. This concludes the presentation of the 2021 class of the MBBS program. It's now my pleasure to present some of my colleagues who have pursued a teaching qualification in higher education, tailored to science and healthcare disciplines, the St. George's University of London Postgraduate Certificate in Healthcare and Biomedical Education. The course is designed for higher educators and clinical teaching fellows. It aims to help them strengthen their teaching and assessment practice and to become confident, scholarly, and reflective educators, prepared for the opportunities and challenges encountered in higher education. Chloe Andoniu. Christiana Dimitriou. Urania Kolokotroni. Paola Nikolaidis. This concludes the presentation of the Postgraduate Certificate in Healthcare and Biomedical Education. I would now like to call on stage Dr. Kolokotroni for the presentation of the awards of Master in Family Medicine and Master of Public Health.
Distinguished guests, dear colleagues, dear graduates and families, it gives me great pleasure to introduce to you the graduates of the Master of Science in Family Medicine and the Master of Public Health programs offered by the Department of Primary Care and Population Health of the University of Nicosia. The Master of Science in Family Medicine is a structured continuing professional development program that aims to strengthen primary care internationally. Students on this program have the opportunity, if eligible, to become international members of the Royal College of General Practitioners UK through the Cyprus Membership International Exam. The Master in Public Health program embraces the One Health concept, recognizing that the health of people is connected to the health of animals and the environment. This program aims to train competent public health practitioners by building on knowledge and developing new skills for tackling current and emerging global public health challenges like the COVID-19 pandemic. It has been a challenging period for our graduating students who have worked hard and successfully achieved their goals. I sincerely hope that their learning journey on our programs has prepared them for significant roles in primary care and public health. On behalf of the University of Nicosia Medical School, I present the following candidate for the Master of Science in Family Medicine. Kirkhope Amy Christine. We now proceed with the presentation of the Master of Public Health graduates. On behalf of the University of Nicosia Medical School, I present the following candidate for the Master of Public Health. Kuluru Lazari Thelma. This concludes the presentation of the Masters in Family Medicine and Public Health programs. I would now like to call on stage Professor Joseph to present the academic prizes.
It is an honor to introduce the recipients of the following academic prizes. The Sir Sabaratnam Arulkumaran Prize in Obstetrics and Gynecology, which started in 2020 and is a yearly prize going to graduates of the MD and the MBBS programs who have scored the highest score in obstetrics and gynecology examinations. This prize is a result of a donation of our own Professor of Obstetrics and Gynecology, Sir Sabaratnam Arulkumaran, who we sincerely thank for this contribution. Professor Sabaratnam is watching us live from London. Secondly, the Dr. Eleftherios Eleftheriou Memorial Prize in Medical Ethics and Behavioral Sciences is starting this year and is offered on an annual basis to MD and MBBS graduates who have achieved the highest average score in the topics of medical ethics, psychology, sociology, and the OSCE, which is the Objective Structured Clinical Examination in the clinical years. The school would like to thank the family of Dr. Eleftheriou for this donation in his memory. Tonight, we are honored to have with us the wife of the late Dr. Eleftheriou, a close collaborator of this medical school, Dr. Androula Eleftheriou. All winners of the above-mentioned prizes are listed in the graduation booklet. I would now like to present those winners who are here tonight. The Sir Sabaratnam Arulkumaran Prize winner of 2020 for the MD program is Athina Michailidis. The Sir Sabaratnam Arulkumaran Prize winner for 2021 for the MD program is Annabelle Catherine Alexander. The Dr. Eleftherios Eleftheriou Memorial Prize winner of 2021 for the MD program is Preet Smonika Kaur. This concludes the presentation of the academic prizes, and I would now like to call on stage Professor Stavros Malas.
Distinguished colleagues and guests, dear graduates, ladies and gentlemen. Following the recommendation of the faculty, the Senate of the University of Nicosia conferred the degree of Doctor of Science in Medicine honoris causa to Haris Pastidis in recognition of his outstanding contribution to science, education, and public health care. Haris was born in New York City to immigrants from the village of Zodia, Cyprus. He obtained a master's in public health and PhD in epidemiology from Yale University. He served as senior Fulbright research scholar and visiting professor at the University of Athens Medical School. He also served as professor of epidemiology and chairman of the Department of Biostatistics and Epidemiology at the University of Massachusetts Amherst. He was also the dean of the Arnold School of Public Health at the University of South Carolina, becoming later the vice president for research and health science. He was elected as the 28th president of the university, and during his 11-year presidency, the University of South Carolina Honors College rose to become the nation's best public honors program, and 47 undergraduate and graduate programs gained top national academic rankings. As president, he spearheaded innovative programs, increasing access and affordability to many underprivileged students, leading at the same time an unprecedented fundraising campaign. He retired as Distinguished Professor Emeritus and Distinguished President Emeritus in June 2019, but in May this year, he was asked by the board of Trustees to retake the helm as interim university president. In the 90s, as an associate professor of epidemiology at the University of Massachusetts, he demonstrated that chemicals used by the semiconductor industry double the risk of miscarriages amongst female workers. Because of this work, this manufacturing sector ceased operating in the United States, making a great success in occupational health history. Harris is the only non-physician member of the American Medical Association Board of Trustees. He was awarded the Medal of Honor by the Ellis Island Foundation and is one of the 7 initial recipients of Fulbright's Global Changemaker Award from the Institute of International Education. Professor Pastidis was instrumental in developing the cancer registry in Cyprus, the use of which facilitates better diagnosis, treatment, monitoring of trends, as well as research in the area of cancer. In September 2018, the Cyprus Federation of America, in recognition of his leadership, outstanding achievements and contribution to academia, honored him with the Lifetime Achievement Awards. Professor Pastidis has fostered the newly established agreement between the University of Nicosia Medical School and the Arnold School of Public Health and the School of Medicine at the University of South Carolina. Rector, I request that by the authority of Senate, you admit Harris Pastidis to the degree of Doctor of Science, Medicine, honoris causa. I will now call Professor Pastidis for his keynote speech.
Thank you, Professor Malas. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. With the moon over my shoulder as witness of my gratitude, I thank the rector, the dean, the faculty, the members of the Senate, and the members of the council for this deep, memorable, and abiding honor. To the graduates who I'm here with tonight, it's a particular delight and honor to be with you at what surely must be one of the most important events in your lives. Not only of your lives to date, but of your entire lives. Today, you graduate from the School of Medicine. And if that weren't enough, you are graduating from the University of Nicosia, an exceptional university. I would like to welcome your families. How proud you must be. I greet your faculty, without whose talent and dedication you, the graduates, would not be here today. And I also greet the rector, members of the council, Dean Haralambous and his wonderful staff, and all the others who work tirelessly to help you get to your pinnacle moment. Simply put, everyone here in this beautiful theater, this beautiful moonlit arena tonight is beaming on your behalf, aware that today you cross the medical school finish line, a barrier to so many others, but to you no longer. This day may once have felt to you like a mythical barrier, but you broke right through it, like the tape at the finish line of a very long race. Graduates, today I wish to recall for you that 67 years ago, one of the world's great human barriers was broken. And sure enough, it too turned out to be only a mythical barrier. In 1954, the year that children were first vaccinated against polio, the year that cigarette smoking was first linked to lung cancer, the year that the kidney became the first human organ to be transplanted successfully, and by the way, the year I was born, a barrier was broken that became a testament to what humans could achieve. I am absolutely confident that very few in the classes represented here think of it that way because you are too young. But it was, in fact, something that most people thought would never be done. A human running a mile in under 4 minutes. It all seems quite simple now. Very simply, 1 mile, 4 quarter-mile laps in 4 minutes or under. Yet for all of its simplicity, the 4-minute mile was an elusive record that daunted runners for generations. Indeed, for as long as runners were timed with a stopwatch. It represented no less than one of the greatest physical boundaries of human ability. It was the athletic equivalent of scaling Mount Everest, except that Mount Everest had been scaled the year before. People could see Mount Everest peak. They could see a 4-minute mile, but getting to it was something totally out of reach. And then came a medical student, Roger Bannister. He was a British medical student, but he was also the every man, the every woman in all of us that reaches beyond themselves to give that little extra, sometimes just a few millimeters, to achieve feats that will forever be told. Like Thomas Edison, who failed 100 times before inventing the light bulb. Roger Bannister, ladies and gentlemen, had to dig deep to find it. He was a medical student when he started working to find it. His studies and hospital duties left him little time for much of anything else, but he still dug deep. As a medical student, when did he even find the time to pursue his quest? Easy, at lunchtime. Bannister solicited the support of 2 of his friends to help pace him, and from December 1953 to April 1954, running only at lunchtime, he reduced his time for the quarter mile from 66 seconds to just under 59 seconds, cutting nearly 25 seconds over his 1 mile pace. That is amazing. But a few weeks outside of the race, his training became stale. He started to struggle. He didn't feel like practicing anymore. He wanted to withdraw. He dug deep, but the will was not there. So what did he do? He cleared his mind by going hiking in Scotland with a friend. It worked. You see, it wasn't his body that was holding him back, it was his mind. Suddenly, quarter-mile laps of 59 seconds felt easy, and he was ready. On race day, after literally working an 8-hour shift at the hospital as a medical student doing his clinical training, after seeing patients and enjoying a ham sandwich, Bannister caught the midday train for the 90-minute ride from London, where he attended medical school, to Oxford, where the race would be run. Can you even imagine that? Unfortunately for him, the weather was not cooperating. 15-mile-an-hour crosswinds and light rain greeted him at the track. He was encouraged by everyone to postpone the attempt. But facing challenging schedules as a soon-to-be medical intern, he knew that he would never have this opportunity again, and he did not want to live with the regret. The 6 p.m. race was about to begin. It was now or never. Bannister slipped on a pair of running shoes. They were thin, not a pair of high-tech Under Armour or New Balance or Nikes. They wouldn't be around for another 2 generations. He crammed up close to the starting line, and after a quick warm-up with his 2 friends, The gun sounded. As he began, Bannister would later note in his autobiography that, quote, "My legs seemed to meet no resistance at all. They were impelled by an unknown force." He yelled faster to his pacemakers. Fortunately, they kept their head and didn't change the pace. He ran the first lap in 57.5 seconds and rounded the halfway mark in 1 minute, 58 seconds. He was on pace for being the first human being to run a sub 4-minute mile. But at 3/4 of a mile, he lagged. It stood at 3 minutes and 1 second. He was off his own pace. By then, the crowd was roaring. They wanted to see history made. But Bannister would have to run his last lap in under 59 seconds. In hindsight, Bannister said the last few seconds seemed like an eternity. He crossed the tape and collapsed almost unconscious, describing the feeling like an exploded flashbulb. Of course, the students here tonight wouldn't know what a flashbulb is. The announcer read out the time, 3 minutes, and the rest was drowned out by the roar of the crowd. The 3 was all that mattered. The mythical 4-minute threshold had been broken. In his book, Bannister later said, quote, "I felt that it was my chance to do one thing supremely well. I drove on, impelled by a combination of fear and pride." The world lost the great Roger Bannister in 2018 at the age of 88. The great irony of his life is that many define him by a feat that lasted just 3 minutes, 59 and 4/10 of a second. Yet, he considered his long medical career in neurology and his research of the nervous system to be his life's greatest achievements, along with his family and 14 grandchildren. He became an expert in the field of autonomic failure. For example, fainting when one stands up too quickly. He published over 80 papers and was quoted later in life. He said, "I'd rather be remembered for my work in neurology than for running. If you offered me the chance to make a great breakthrough in the study of the autonomic nervous system, I'd take that over ever having run the 4-minute mile." And it's fitting that Bannister became a neurologist, I think, ladies and gentlemen, a brain doctor, because it was the human brain that was the barrier to the 4-minute mile, not the body. That's what I want you to remember tonight. Do you know that once Bannister did it, others started to do it? In fact, the second sub 4-minute mile was run only 1 month later in Finland. By now, there have been thousands of under 4-minute miles. Today, high school students routinely run them in that speed. You see, his accomplishment was a breakthrough of the mind, as I said before, not of the body first and foremost. And I want you, the University of Nicosia Medical School classes of 2020 and 2021, to know that story, because it serves as a metaphor not only for sport, but for your lives. You will never accomplish great things if you don't believe that you can, or at least that you might. Start by believing, then find your greatness by digging deep and with hard work. But graduates, that little extra, that persistence is inherent in all of you and in all of us, but not all of us find it. Not all of us know where to find it. Not all of us dig deep enough. But I can tell you, it is in you. My question to you tonight is, where is your extra? Where will you find it, and how hard will you dig down? My advice is that you seek to develop and practice the art of discipline and willpower. Also, to find time to clear the air, to relax your brain regularly, and then tax it again. Train it to be your single greatest personal human asset. But for this evening, enjoy your graduation. This is a great accomplishment, as we all know. Then, after a wonderful meal later tonight, likely to be paid for you by someone sitting out there, set your own 4-minute mile goal. Set your sights high and be specific when you do so, and you might be able to do it. If you don't set them high and without specificity, surely you will not do it. I reached a pretty high goal in my professional career, a university president. But if I had to do it all over again, I would have set my goals even higher. I like the feeling of stretching as high and as far as I can. And in fact, even at this age, born in 1954, I still have some stretch goals for myself. Graduates, you are the next generation of caregivers and leaders that will promote prevention, cure, and restoration to all corners of our world. The path you have chosen comes with great responsibility, but also with great reward. Sitting here today, it's likely that there are one or more pediatricians in training, obstetricians, family practitioners, maybe an anesthesiologist, maybe a gastroenterologist, biomedical scientists, and public health administrators. Maybe some of you will be future medical school faculty, maybe even a successor to Dr. Andreas Haralambous, a future dean of the University of Nicosia Medical School. Together, you, the classes of 2020 and 2021, comprise the best that this university can offer to the world. You are impeccably trained. You are so well educated, and the world now awaits you. Don't delay. Get to the starting line. Don't look back. I join your families, friends, and faculty here tonight in saying that we are all so very proud of you as you embark on your personal journey. It will remain one of the greatest honors in my life to have received this recognition and high honor. It took me longer than 4 minutes to deliver this speech, but I hope that it was worth it to you, the University of Nicosia Medical School graduates. Again, congratulations to you all. Good luck, Godspeed, and thank you so very, very much. Thank you all. And now, I would like to welcome Dr. Paul Kimisis to administer the oath of Hippocrates.
Stand up. Okay, please recite with me the Hippocratic Oath. I swear to fulfill to the best of my ability and judgment this covenant. I will respect the hardworking scientific gains of those physicians in those steps I walk and gladly share such knowledge as in mine with those who are to follow. I will apply for the benefit of the sick all measures that are required, avoiding those twin traps, over-treatment and therapeutic nihilism. I will remember that there is art to medicine as well as science, and that warmth
sympathy, and understanding may outweigh the surgeon's knife or the chemist's drug. I will not be ashamed to say, I know not will I fail to call in my colleagues when the skills of another are needed for a patient's recovery. I will respect the privacy of my patients, for the problems are not disclosed to me that the world may know. Most especially must I treat the care those who matters of life and death. I will remember that I do not treat a fevered child, a cancer's growth, but a sick human being whose illness may affect the person's family and economic stability. My responsibility includes these related problems if I am to care adequately for the sick. I will prevent disease whenever I can, for prevention is preferable to cure. I will remember that I remain a member of society with special obligations to all my fellow human beings, those sound of mind and body as well as infirm. I do not violate this oath. May I enjoy life and act respected while I live and remember with affection thereafter. May I always act so as to preserve the finest tradition of my calling. May I long experience the joy of healing those who seek my help.
We have now reached the end of the graduation ceremony. Please remain seated for the exit of the academic procession. You will then be directed to exit the courtyard according to your row and seat. Thank you.